Hello, welcome to my channel, Kaylee Creations. I'm Kay, and I have a spring Easter album to share with you. And this album was created for Reneabouquets, so I will put the link to Reneabouquets below, and also I will put a link to all the products that I've used in the description box below. So this album measures 6 by 6. And it has a 3-inch spine. Yes, it's very chunky. I wanted to include a lot of these mulberry roses in the album, and so to do that I needed to make the gussets pretty wide. So it's got a lot of fun embellishments inside. And but first let's take a closer look at the cover. I have, I'm going to scroll in here. So I have these mulberry roses here, and now when I put the link to the flowers below, I will probably just put a link to the flower section of Reneabouquets. A lot of the flowers I used were leftovers from other packages, and you know, I don't remember the exact colors, and I don't want to steer you wrong. So, but all the flowers are categorized on the website in by color, and so this is a lighter pink, I can tell you that, but I just don't know for sure exactly which pink. There's so many pinks. There's so many beautiful roses to choose from, and so you can't go wrong with any of them. But I just didn't want to say a specific thing and be wrong, and so I will put a link to the flowers below. I'll try to figure it out the best I can, but if I can't, I will just put a link to the flower section of the website. The little butterflies are from the shop, and this, of course, this gorgeous dragonfly, and you got to check all those out. I mean, oh my gosh, aren't those pretty? And then this little frame here, and then a brand new product for 2020 are these darling bunnies. Now these aren't necessarily Easter bunnies; they can be spring bunnies, and so they're very vintage, and I just love that soft vintage look of them. And I love pinks and yellows together for like spring, Easter. So it's just really fun for me. I just love those colors together. I think they're like yummy or something. I don't know how else to describe it. So this is like did I say it was 6 by 6 with a 3-inch spine? If I didn't, I just did. So it's got a ribbon closure here, and then we have on the back here. Now the Spring Parade paper had a 12 by 12 paper that had sections of 6 by 6 pieces, and so this is one of those sections on the back. But I just had one sheet of each of the papers, and so I used pretty much all of it for this album. I think I have like 2 or 3 6 by 6 pieces left over. And this gorgeous lace on the spine is from Reneabouquets. It's pink, okay, it's like a pink netting with the pink flowers and the trim. I don't really know if the camera picks up the pink netting, but I put it over yellow paper because I had a pink paper pulled out to put on the spine, and I said, no, I really love this pink and yellow, so that's what I'm going to do. And then this big chunky flower on the spine is one of 3 that I got in like a dollar bin at a local store. So it's just a cheap, I don't know, cheap is not a very, I should say inexpensive, because cheap is not a nice word. It's just an inexpensive flowers that I got at a local store. And so open this up here. I got this double ribbon closure. If I can untie it now. There we go. look at all the fun spring colors. Isn't this just so spring? I love it. And so I've got these mulberry roses here, like one is from each of a different package. Um, and then just some ribbon from my stash. And then here's another one of those little bunnies. So they come in lots of different sizes. So I've got 3 different sizes in this book. You know, I forgot to look on the website. These bunnies were kind of a surprise in my design team package, and also the paper was too. I wasn't planning on making a spring album, but I was surprised with some of the stuff in my design team package, and so I'm really happy because this is so cute. I love how this came out, but I never really looked to see what sizes the bunnies come in and how many different sizes, but I have at least 3. Anyway, you'll have to check that out. I'll put a link to the bunnies below. And so this pocket pages, there's just a bunch of different tags, and aside from these 2 pieces here, the largest pieces in the pockets, the rest are just scraps that I had that were big enough to make tags or photo mats. And so I have these 5x5 pieces on the back of in each pocket. And then just a bunch of tags and photo mats for journaling or pictures. And now this album mostly will take wallet-sized pictures. It's just a tiny little album just for fun. And so the largest pictures would be, this is 5x5, so the largest pictures probably be like a 4x4 size. And so there's room for quite a few 4x4 pictures in here, but for the most part it's meant for wallet-sized pictures. This page here, I have this cute little mulberry rose from Renee's, and I love that color blue. I will do my best to get the flower colors right, but all the flower colors are pretty, but that's just a really pretty blue. Goes perfect with this paper. And so I have like an accordion fold here, and I have this little pocket on the front with just a little tag for journaling or pictures. And then this opens up 2 ways. You can open it up this way with a magnet closure, and then to open it up all the way, I have a ribbon closure here. And don't ask me why I did it that way, I don't really know. So it opens up this way, and then you can, oops, it's caught there. So then it can open up all the way like this. So, but if you don't want to open it as an accordion, you can have it open this way with a ribbon closure, or just this way with that. Anyways, I just love how most of the pages are a little more on the bright side, like kind of Eastery spring, like, you know, Easter egg spring is what I think of. You know, I think of all those colors. This page is just flat out spring. I mean, the pinks and the blues, and this could be wedding too. You know what? That would be pretty wedding. But I really love this. Was another one of my surprises. This bird on with this wreath. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? And I'm so glad I got this, because I don't know, and I would have never thought to order it with if I was gonna make something with Spring Parade and the brighter colors. I never would have thought to do this, and the whole reason this page came out pink and blue is because of this. So I was really glad I got this, because I would have never thought to do this page this way otherwise. I have another one of the mulberry roses here, and then we have this was from my stash from Petaloo, which has gone out of business a long time since now. This opens up, and there's room for I believe you could put a 4x4 in here, and or a 3x4 with some journaling, and then maybe just a larger. There's room for a large picture here, and large I mean like, you know, 6x6 or a little less than 6x6. This is one of my favorite pages too. I love this pink and yellow. So this is more of that lace that I have on the spine. This lace is 6 inches wide. So it's scalloped here, so at the widest part it's 6 inches. This was kind of an afterthought, so I did not fold the lace over, but you definitely, if I was to do this on purpose the first time, I would have folded the lace under the paper, but I glued the edges really, really good. But you get a little bit of that sheen on the edge here from the glue, but it's not super noticeable only in a certain light. But I glued those down really good, and I glued underneath here to make a pocket, and so this tag is in the pocket. And anyway, just a cute little element here. And on this lace, this is kind of like a netting with the embroidered flowers. When I was gluing, oh, this is the other big bunny, by the way. I think they come 2 in a package. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think you get one facing left and one facing right. But when I glued this down, I had to put like an acetate underneath the pocket so that I wouldn't glue through the netting here. And then also mind what kind of glue you use. I think you could maybe get away with a low temp glue gun, but a high temp glue gun I think might melt the netting. So just be aware. I think for this I just used I had like some kind of a tacky glue that I used to glue these down. And on this page here I love making these angled pockets because I think they hold so much in them, and you can see everything, and still have room for embellishments and stuff. So I've got these mulberry roses from Renee's shop, and then these cute little butterflies here. And then there's this is not quite 4x6, probably a 4x5 picture can be here, so turn down a 4x6 for that. And then just some more tags for photos or journaling. Have a pocket page here, and this is the other size of bunny that I got. So this is a little bit bigger than the smaller one. I have a couple here to show you. So these are the two little ones that I have, and then I got the large size. And so I don't know how many, I can't remember how many sizes there are. I forgot to really pay attention to that, but I think there's probably, well, there's at least 3, we know that, right? And then these cute little butterflies from Renee's shop. And then this little booklet here, this is the only thing that I didn't cover the cardstock completely with the design paper. This blue firm paper is really quite thick. I don't know the exact weight, but I know it's over 65 pounds, and so it's pretty heavy. And this booklet would have been way too thick to put pictures in and design paper in the center. So this is for 3x4 photos. And then on the very last page, I have these cute little mulberry roses with the little blush pink in the centers. I'm pretty sure I can find those on the website and get those picked out for you, link to those. They're pretty distinct, but they're very beautiful, and they're not quite white. They're kind of like an off-white with the blush pink in the center. And this is another one of those butterflies from Reneabouquets. And now she has the regular butterflies that come in a package of 3. There's like small, medium, and large. And then there's what she calls tiny treasures, and those are about that. I don't think I have one of those in this album. I don't, but they're about so big, and they come in packages of 5. And then she is going to be making these little itty bitties butterflies again. there was a while there where she wasn't making those, and but now she's brought them back, and they're just cute little tiny little buggers, and I absolutely love them. And I've used them on this album because I know that she's making more. So, so now I've been hoarding them, and the ones that I had loved, and so I'm really glad they're back because I love putting them in albums. They're one of my favorite things. Um, so this opens up here, so there's room for a 4x4 photo here, and then this is a pocket I created with one of the elements from the paper, and so there's room for at least a 3x4 in here. So that is my spring, or it could be Easter. There are like I said, there's a few elements. There's an Easter basket here. One of the tags had an Easter egg on it, and then here's an Easter basket, and there's a little Easter basket here and there with an Easter egg, but for the most part it's a spring. It's mostly spring. It's just spring colors, Easter colors. It's just very beautiful. And the Reneabouquets products absolutely go perfect with the paper, and I love the pink and yellow. I can't get over that. It's so fun for me. It just looks yummy. So anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed, and please check out Reneabouquets, and I'll have all the links below in the description box. And my next design team project for Reneabouquets are some baby albums with some brand new product that she has in her shop. So if you want to make sure you see those videos, please hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when my next videos come out. I'm gonna guess in about 2 weeks. I was having trouble getting some of the cardstock that I needed for the albums, and so as soon as I get that, I will get those finished and get those up for you. But be sure to hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel, and I would love it if you hit the like button too. So anyway, thanks for watching, and have a great one. Have a wonderful spring and or Easter. Thanks. Bye.